Hi, chat. Hello. Hello, twitch.tv/hackerling. Welcome, everybody, to twitch.tv/hackerling. I just got finished eating a salad. Hold on. I'm dying. I'm dying. On my audio. Oh, Wavelink. Oh, Wavelink, why do you forsake me? Why? For what reason? I don't shut everything off. I just ate a salad. Hold on. All right. Twitch.tv/hackerling. Let's go. Welcome to the stream today. Very exciting. I was planning on streaming at some point, and then something came up, which meant that I am now streaming now. Yippee! Wahoo wahoo! I should just have the Fashion Dreamer OST just ready, so I don't have to like, hello? iLock maintenance. I don't care that iLock is having maintenance. I don't follow celebrity gossip. Why did we think Aragorn might cheat on his hot wife? Well, you see, Aragorn is the fictional character from Lord of the Rings, which was written in 1937. So perhaps that is celebrity gossip. I watched The Lord of the Rings, chat. I watched the trilogy. I watched it. I finished it. I started watching The Hobbit. Pretty freaking sweet. Not going to lie. Oh, aliens in chat. Regular. I think I accidentally watched the extended version of one of them. In like the Return of the King, I accidentally watched the extended version up to like 2 hours. But I switched where I was watching it. And then Amazon said, hey, guess what? If you liked Lord of the Rings, maybe perhaps you would enjoy Mr. Beast games. You want to watch Mr. Beast games after watching Lord of the Rings? Oh no, I've already read The Hobbit. I also listened to the audiobook of The Hobbit. I liked it because it was read by someone with a very Gandalf-y type voice, and that was kind of awesome. I'm like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. We're basically the same thing. You know, Mr. Beast goes on a grand journey. And then The Hobbit goes on a grand journey. No, it is a Gandalf view. When you have someone who reads everything in a very airy and accented voice, that is a very Gandalf-y voice. And it's awesome, because it's like, oh, heck yeah, I'm being read a tale by Gandalf, let's go. This is the best. No, he did not cheat on his wife. That was good. That made me happy. Like I said, it's everything that I have ever seen in pop culture just converging into one giant movie. Right, every line that everybody has ever said. There it is, in this movie. You know, and if it were me, I also literally just would have thrown the ring into the fire. I don't know why it was so difficult. He didn't have to lose a finger for that. He didn't have to do that. It wasn't important. He could have just done it. I would have done it. They should have sent me instead. Into the fires of Mordor. Ridiculous. Bumblesprout, thank you for the 36 months. Thank you. I think it's so fascinating that I didn't participate in the movie or the books when growing up. I was so into like fantasy. I just thought fantasy was so cool. I loved it. Like, my one teacher literally she gave me like fantasy books to read, and I have like a giant like collection of short stories from like the 1900s. And how have I never participated in the Lord of the Rings franchise? That's so crazy to me. I can't believe it. Old lady. Maybe a little bit of an old lady. It was given to me by older ladies. They like me for some reason. They're like, "You're nice. I'm going to give you this book." She doesn't sound that old. She was like, what, 60? 60-year-olds don't sound like that. Frodo is weak. I carry an evil soul-corrupting artifact with me every day, parentheses, cell phone, and I am fine. Wow. Would you believe me if I also said I didn't know Sauron was in Lord of the Rings? I don't know how to put it. It's just like everything in the Lord of the Rings is just, even though there is like fantasy elements, a lot of it feels relatively grounded almost. Like, I don't know. Like, they don't have like magical light beams from their fingers per se. But like, you know, we have a giant glowing eye statue thing up there that's like a giant like lighthouse spotlight. We have one of those. It feels more low fantasy, even if the world had a lot of magic in it. Yeah, that's basically it. Where it's like, okay, there is magic, but we're not like casting spells per se on people. But there is magic. And magic does exist. And I feel as if I should get the books and read the books. But I do want to get through one book that I have first before I get more book. To encourage myself to read the book. I like reading. I read text all the time. I'm reading text on twitch.tv/hackerling right now. Oh, I liked the scene where the guy is sitting in his great hall and he's, by the way, spoilers for Lord of the Rings. You had like 20 years to watch it, and if you're like me, I don't know what to tell you. You know, everything about this is a spoiler. The title's a spoiler. He did not cheat on his hot elf wife. But there's the scene with the guy who I can't remember the name of right now. And I think that's maybe part of the problem with watching a movie. It's that you have to, I can remember people visually. Sort of. Kind of. I don't know, some people look alike. I can remember some people, but not others. And I can't remember them by names exactly. There's a guy who we hate because he tries to set himself and his son on fire, because he is weak and pathetic. No, not Theoden, not that one. Because he's weak and pathetic and is like, "My lord, your son's still alive," and he's like, "Oh, we have to die, it's over for all of us, die in the way that fits you best." It's like, dude, he's still alive, what are you doing? And then he sees his son's alive, he's like, "Oh my," it's like, dude, Brother. Shut up. Can't a man have hobbies? Not if he dies before he does them. Also, it is like, I know that it's part of the plot, but it is just very funny that we're accepting that everybody is just so crazy about this ring that the second they touch it, it's like they just lose their minds. Like, that is very funny if you think about it for like 2 seconds, but it's part of the thing, so it's whatever. But yeah, the guy in the hall, and he's like eating the food all disgusting, and the tomatoes, and you know, this is also part of the problem with watching other media first, because I can imagine how something like this would have been very foundational to enjoyment of other media. But I got to it late, so, you know, I watched and I'm like, oh, it's like the eating scene from The Substance, because it's disgusting, and it's horrible, and crass, and awful, and evil. You're just like cracking open like the tomato and going, is your Hobbit's music not fit for my great hall? Sing me a song. Yummy tomato all over the table because I'm a weird trash goblin and I eat food like a creature. Which is weird because there is actual creatures in the movie. Which movie did you like best? I don't know if I have an answer for that. Maybe the third one? I feel like, no disrespect to the second movie, but because of the way that I watched it, I feel like it kind of just sort of fell into the background in a way, because it's like, okay, you have the beginning and then you have the end, right? And then you have this whole thing in the middle. So, and the other part is, you know, people will mention specific battles or specific things that happened, like the battle of the tree wall. And I'm like, what's the battle of the tree wall? And they're like, oh, it's the one with the building and the cavern. And I'm like, oh, I know what that is visually. But if you're telling the name to me, I'm not going to remember it. And yes, a lot of people who participated in it, in the Lord of the Rings media movie franchise, they probably have had years and years and years and years to participate in it. I'm doing it right now, in the past 3 days. Chat, did you know that if you eat 5 lettuce a day, you will have better health? I ate my salad today, and the lettuce salad had like a little thing on it, you know, that holds the lettuce together just in case it thinks about running off. Thank you. It's like a twisty tie. And it said, romaine lettuce. Eat 5 a day for better health. I don't know what that means. Like, I can reason what it means, but what do you mean, eat 5 a day for I guess. Sure. Eat 5 leaves. Eat 5 heads of lettuce. Combo star. What is a combo? Twitch? What is a combo? What does that mean? Huh? Twitch just keeps adding features. I don't know what they are. Did America not have the 5 a day ads everywhere? No, but I'm trying to understand what is that creature? What is the creature? Ah, I see now. I see. I get it. Megasloth, thank you for the 21 months. Combo meal deals. I'm going to get an Arby's roast beef sandwich. It's gonna be so freaking good. Wait, is this the visual where in the background it slowly gets more and more pixelated? Is this the one? It is. It is. I never fixed that. That's my fault. What else about the Lord of the Rings? Oh, I knew that the Misty Mountain song, the far over the Misty Mountain, and I'm like, wasn't that in Lord of the Rings? But I realized actually that's in The Hobbit. Which I'm still trying to watch. And you know what? If the third movie is bad, so be it. I like participating in media. Believe it or not, you people are like, oh, Hacker doesn't watch anything. Hacker doesn't do she doesn't read anything. She doesn't know what anything is. She's never participated. I have a letterbox account for this reason. Just so I know that everything that I've watched, everything that I've read, everything, it's all there. It's right there. What the heck is this alien confetti emote? What is that? Is that on 7 TV? Can I have that? I can. All right, I've added it. That's important to me. I listen to them as audiobooks. I would, but I don't know how to put it. It's just... I feel like it would be a lot of fun to read the words because it seems like they are written in such a specific and nice way that I would like to read them in my mind at my mind's pace rather than relying on that of audiobook narrator. Even though it could be nice, it could be fun. I listen to a lot of audio, so I feel like sometimes things might blend into the background for me a little bit. So, you know, just want to do the best that I can. What is your letterbox account? It is cool. It's where it's where I keep track of all my movies that I will watch, that I have watched, and I'm gonna watch because I forget things very easily. I think being a streamer kind of doesn't help with that. My review on Letterboxd for The Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring is I get it now. And my review for The Lord of the Rings The Return of the King is I'm glad Aragorn didn't abandon his hot elf wife. I would have been so mad if he did. Which, I mean, I've been saying. I have been saying this. I'm going to keep saying it. But yeah, it is sad that I only watched it now, I suppose, instead of when I was younger. Because I feel like there's so much media that is inspired by or takes notes from The Lord of the Rings. That it's like... if you watch it now, you might consider it to be somewhat formulaic. Because I know someone else who watched them recently as well. And they're like, is it a little bit generic? Did you think it was a little bit generic? And not generic maybe, but like, you know, it wasn't a surprise the way that they did things. And I will say that I'm glad that they ended the movies when they did, because it would have been really sad if they ended the movies in like a, guys, we have defeated the evil, and we did it. And mods, can we get some pogs in the chat? Like, but then they go back to their home. It's like, actually, you have to fight again. You have to go back to your house, and you have to go and you have to fight them, and there you go. Just in case you had, you know, you had your big battle. But wait, there's one more.
But wait, there's more. For the low cost of your entire home village, you can watch it being destroyed yet again.
I get it. I accept it. What the heck? Who is this anime character that shows up when I look up AON? Who is that? Who is the anime? What do you think of the acting in the films? I think they cast exactly as they should have. I don't think that there was anyone where I'm like, ooh, that performance is pretty cringe. You ruined the whole movie for me. Oh, the anime. Oh, the anime. What do you mean, the anime? Are there like adult humans in the modern day who are named Frodo? Yes. Wow. Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim is a 2024 anime fantasy film. Animes. It was big in the 60s. I once met a child called Anakin. Fair enough. Yuki Rains, thank you for the 29 months. Hello, Hakor in chat. Hello. What happened to Aragorn and Arwen? They love each other. And they get married. Okay. Yippee. Good for them. Good for them. Do you hear this? It's a mint container that was given to me, full of mints. And they don't have aspartame in them. I ate all of the mints. I consumed all of them. Do you chew the mints? Sometimes. That person said, low-key, your breath stinks. No, it was not. They did not know what of my breath. They were just being nice. Because it was a family member. And they knew that I was going to go talk to people. And they're like, here you go. Here are some breath mints. Which is good, honestly. It's like when you're going out to meet people, you take hand sanitizer, you take minty gum or breath mints. Are people meant to eat breath mints? I am. I like to consume. I like to consume them. They're good for me. Minty. Minty breath. Delicious. I don't think any of them in Lord of the Rings had minty breath. I think they probably all smelled very weird. And maybe a little bit gross. Because they go on horseback for 3 days! Which crunch is better, ice or breath mints? Ice is more exciting, but breath mints hurt less. Aragorn's actor did not bathe for days at a time. Ew. That's gross. Actors. Am I right? Actors. Method acting. I mean, you can kind of tell they all just kind of look gross.
Like their hair is all sticking together.
Stinking together. Gross. Gross. I want to watch the Hobbit movie. It is funny, though, when, like, you have someone who just, like I mentioned, I remember a scene where, like, they went from their hair being, like, gross to being, like, fluffy. And it's like, okay, they washed their hair. What does method acting even mean now? Well, method acting has always been a thing. The idea of method acting is that you reach into, you know, your actual personal life experiences in order to portray a natural, authentic performance, which is a style of acting that some people use for certain things. Some people take it really far, in which, like, you know, they're like, oh, in order to have a deep bond and understanding with this character, that I am going to act as, I need to be an awful person. And, like, from when I learned about method acting, the method acting that I learned about was not like you turn your life into that of what the character would live. The one that I learned was, you know, if you're having an emotional monologue about something that's difficult, you might think about something difficult that you went through in your life and pull upon that emotion and experience.
Emotions on demand.
In order to give an authentic and real performance. But, you know, a lot of people, what they do is they will go into, like, the whole, I mean, like I said, they'll do the thing, and they're like, I'm going to do something fake. I'm going to create a new lifestyle for myself, like the Joker. Convincing the bank that I was just method acting by not having $1 billion. Hello, bank. Yeah, I'm here for my $1 billion. I'm here for my $1 billion. Yeah, it should be in my bank account. Here's a check for $1 billion. Whoa. Hold on. What do you mean that's fraud? I was just pretending. I think there's a lot of different kinds of acting and types of acting, but there are so many people who are so insufferable about the way that they go about being an actor that they make every single legitimate and authentic method of a performer look like an actual, like what's the, it just makes them look pretentious almost, right? Like the way some people go about it is so pretentious that it's just like, oh, you must think you're just like, no. No, you just don't understand. Oh, you're making everyone look bad. Bro, people are just trying to exist and perform, and you're making everyone look bad. Look what you're doing. Look what you've done. Shame. For shame. Boo.
Boo, you stink. Boo.
Hold on, I have to read something. I like every time they advertise the game Rust to me. Because I look at the title image and I'm like, oh, no way. It's Voices of the Void. They put it on Steam. Wahoo! No, they haven't. They might at some point, but what was I gonna look for? Oh, I know what I was going to look for. Wait, have I updated my video games? Are they up to date? Yes, they're up to date. Yippee. Are you going to play the bug game? Bug snacks? What is the bug game? I don't think I know what the bug game is. I'm sorry to say. Silk Song. Helldivers. Silk Song. No. No. Probably not, no. I never played Hollow Knight. It's not that I wasn't really interested. It just never, came up in my mind to play it. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe I won't. But everybody is gonna be playing Silk Song when it comes out. Don't you want twitch.tv/hackerling to be the one streamer who is not playing Silk Song? I will be the streamer who is not playing Silk Song. I will be the refuge for everybody. You are welcome. We be playing Splatoon instead. No. When was the last time I played Splatoon? I mean, when the Splatoon Raiders thing comes out. I will be playing that, but I don't know. We don't know when the release date is for that. Play Hollow Knight instead of Silk Song. No, I'm good. I will definitely be playing video games, but perhaps not Hollow Knight and perhaps not Silk Song. I hope you can understand. Why is my voice all creaky? Maybe a simple stream in which you say, beer. Beer. That would be a Pepper stream. Oh my god. Chat. She went crazy yesterday. She went absolutely bonkers. She's out of control. There was a fly that got into the house. And when that happens, she runs around and she goes, I'm like, whoa. Get it. Candy, by the way, has not had any accidents in the house in the past few days. Yippee! But yeah, Candy's scared of flies. I have, been checking and making sure that she's, okay because she's scared of flies. But Pepper got it. Everything is good. Life is good. Yippee! Ooh, chat. I think it is time. I think it is time for the Tobs and the Limu. I think I'm going to join the voice chat now. Hold on. Hold on. Do I have the Fugi somewhere? Does it still work? Maybe. I'm gonna join. Never mind, she's muted. She's muted. Can the hackerling lips be used as a Fugi? I think it probably can. It's just not right now. It's just not. I don't have it set up. I think I wanted to change the Fugi last time, but when I tried going to the website, it was broke. It was broken. I like in Lord of the Rings also. Some people can say Mordor. Some people say like Mordor. They travel to Mordor. And some people say Mordor. It depends how well you can tap your R's. Mordor. Hello? Sounds? Combos. What? Combos have sounds? What? Twitch? More door. I'm not doing good this morning, my goodness.